Welcome back everyone to the Galactic Guide, and I'm going to talk about a comic that I just recently read. It's called Age of the Republic. It was probably one of the more underrated characters in Star Wars. It goes on about the story of Qui Gon Jinn, and it goes over Qui Gon's rising unsatisfaction with the Jedi Order. With Qui Gon's dissatisfaction, it was always super prevalent throughout the whole Star Wars universe, and it's been such a big impact in the story of the Jedi. Qui-Gon has always been highlighted as one of the more outcasted Jedi in the Jedi Order, and he really didn't agree with the path the Order was going down. He believed the Jedi were losing their peacekeeping ways, and this was really the beginning of the end for the Jedi. And in the Age of the Republic comic, Qui-Gon once again is brought to question the path of the Jedi. He sees the flaws of the Jedi as he goes on this mission to rescue a princess, and she calls him out for his hypocrisy as a Jedi Knight, saying that he's a warrior and he should be fighting to protect her. In his comment to her, he says that that's not the job of a Jedi, and he comes into question of why is he fighting a war and fighting as a warrior and not a peacekeeper. And he slowly saw this kind of develop through all the Jedi. And we similarly see that later on, years later down the road in Clone Wars, with Barriss saying pretty much the same thing, and instead she turns her back on the Jedi and her Jedi ways. On the other hand, while Qui-Gon maintains that code, trying and pleading them to continue their peacekeeping ways, but the Jedi continued to see themselves as warriors. It really led them down the path of self-destruction and corruption. And Qui-Gon Jinn knew the Jedi were losing their ways and constantly opposed them, and with Barriss, she was more of a dark side user, trying to prove that the Jedi have lost their ways and pretty much trying to destroy the Jedi within itself. Luckily, Qui-Gon was not like that, and he was more peaceful, and he was more wanting to find the peace again through the Jedi. Even conversing with Yoda about this, although Yoda really did not understand and see the flaws of the Jedi to its entirety. And it kind of poses that question of, if Qui-Gon wasn't killed on Naboo, would he have been able to stop the fall of the Jedi? And in all honesty, I doubt it. I really don't think he would have been able to stop the fall and the self-destructive way the Jedi Order was going. He may have been able to prevent Anakin's fall to the dark side, but it may not have prevented the fall of the Jedi Order. Qui-Gon has always been one of the more interesting characters in Star Wars because he went against the ideas that the Jedi were really the good guys. And in reality, they weren't really that good because they were going against what they saw themselves really as, peacekeepers versus warriors, and they were saying one thing, doing the other. And his character was so much more, and it was always contrasting the Jedi and the Order, and bringing into the light of how the Jedi weren't as good as they seemed. And I really love his character, and I really wish there was more Star Wars stories about him. And if you guys have any recommendations, let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear if I've missed any stories about him, and I would love to read more about him. So, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you around the galaxy.